Ba-da-bum-ba-bum. Good morning.
Good morning.
We got the Canadian Alliance today.
Yeah.
Rob, Mike, and Rihanna. Rob, Mike, and Rihanna here. First on the live this morning.
I get the feeling someone is watching us.
That's right. Whoa. Hi, Denise. How you doing? Good morning, y'all. And we got a couple of lurkers too. That's very nice. And by the way, this is Scott from the Mustard Drill, and myself at Eddie Lugo Studios here in the house today. Our magnificent hosts are taking a holiday today, since they have such a long trip of vacation. They still got some more time off. So I hope they're having a good time. Taking care of some business. So
Yes.
we are endowed with the show today to go ahead and bring you guys some step in your morning pep. So I slept late this morning, working tonight and tomorrow night. Oh, Denise, that's not a good thing. But I guess you'll be taking a nap a little later. Hey, Grand Tech Master, how you doing? Welcome in. He came all the way from the Philippines. He's on this side now. Thank you very much. It's 9 o'clock at night over there. I appreciate that you're here. By the way, House of X is in the house. Good morning, guys. Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party. Bruce. Bruce is also in the house. Yes, Ground Tech Master. Yes, this is your first visit. Thank you very much. From the Philippines, yes. Salamat. And ¿cómo está? I hope everything's going well. Hope you're doing good. See, everybody else is doing great. Having a great morning. I had a morning quickie today, very nicely smooth and easy. With my second quickie for the day. Lloyd Jones came back. He was missing for a few days, taking care of some business. So I'm glad he's back with us. I also got myself 2 members this morning. My first 2, yes, Lolita Blogs from the Philippines and Orange Cone Blog also became members of my channel. Great. Yes, that's what's up. And I met Grandmaster over at Karen Ballet live just about 20 minutes ago. Then I have to get out and go myself ready and go get myself my second cup and get ready for this morning. So how you doing, Mr. Scott?
I'm doing well, and I got some great news from Royal Caribbean yesterday. So I'm booked on a cruise in August.
Yeah, the land fever is getting cut away.
Yes. Now, okay. So, and so sadly, I looked at the countdown. It's still 47 days. I'm like, 47 days. But still, it's a lot sooner than I was. But yeah, I was able to get a really good travel agent rate, which I can't discuss the specifics of ever. It's kind of taboo. But what I can say though is that I was able to get that sailing for less than $1,000 for a 7-night cruise from Bayonne, New Jersey on Oasis of the Seas. And that's everything. That's gratuities, insurance, the whole 9 yards, right? And what I wanted to do here is I wanted to share this screen here to show you what the actual going price is for that cruise. You can see there the exact cabin I got, exact category, everything is currently selling for one person, currently selling for $4,941 for a 7-day cruise.
Moly.
So I'm not sure who has lost their minds at Royal Caribbean, but clearly, in my opinion, someone has really lost their mind when they think that this should be an acceptable cruise fare. I mean, listen, I mean, I realize, you know, inflation, things like that or whatever, but I mean, come on. I mean, it's vacation, right? And one
One
person
person.
on a 7-day cruise should not cost $5,000.
And then,
So I'm very grateful that I was able to get a special travel agent rate, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's sad that so many people can't. And like this is probably out of reach for so many people. And it's very disappointing, but
wow.
grateful nonetheless. And happy to be going on the cruise, you know. So yeah. So
But you
that
didn't get it. You didn't get it for that price.
no,
Oh, I
no,
was gonna say.
no. So Royal Caribbean has a special you go into the travel agent portal and you fill out a form and you submit it along with a kind of a verification booking. So here's the thing. They don't give it to just any travel agent. Travel agents have to be selling Royal Caribbean travel, right?
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
you have to prove that you've sold, and it has to be recent Royal Caribbean travel. So you have to prove that by providing them with a booking number that links back to your agency. So so you go, you fill this form out and you submit it. Now, I don't always get great rates, right? So like sometimes they have a spreadsheet and you look at it and it gives you like what the prices are starting at, but that doesn't mean that that's what you'll get them for. And then what they do from there is they create a booking and they send it to you. You have no choice over anything. They pick where you are, where your cabin is. You have no choice over anything. They add gratuities, they add insurance, you know, they kind of really stack it out. And then they send it to you. And if you like the price, then you have to call in and fund it. You have to call in and basically pay for it in full. Doesn't matter how far out the cruise is. It has to be paid in full immediately. You don't get a grace period like you would on a standard booking.
Yeah.
So, and there's been plenty of times when I've submitted that form and what they send me is just too much for what it is, in my opinion. So then I end up just not funding it. And then it just goes away after 24 hours. But this one was, you know, really a really good price. Like I said, it was less than $1,000
Oh yes.
for the whole thing for me. So I was like, deal. But then afterwards, I went in to see just how much I was saving. And when I saw that it was almost $5,000, I about lost it. I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to make a screenshot about that and talk about it on tomorrow's live just because I just can't believe how insanely expensive that cruise is and that cruising has gotten in general. You know, Bill from Warmstrong Adventures had mentioned that, you know, he could take several Carnival cruises for the price of a single Royal Caribbean cruise. And although I think he's probably talking about some of the casino rates that he's getting or some special rates he's getting, it's still the principle is kind of sound, right? Like the pricing has just really gotten out of hand. And I know they're trying to make money back and everything else, but at the same time, you know, I feel terrible as a travel agent that so many families are being priced out, because if that's what it costs to go on that cruise for one person, what's it going to cost for two or a family of four or a family of three,
6,
right?
7, 8, who knows? Yeah.
It's insane. It's absolutely
trying
insane.
to get away with crap. And that's, you know, if people stop cruising because of prices like that, then they'll be forced to bring them down.
I hope. I mean, I honestly hope so. And even though that goes against my bottom line as a travel agent, because obviously more expensive the cruise is, the more money I make on it. But at the same time, that does not make me feel good at all. You know, like, and I would rather make way less money to know that families are getting the vacation that they need, you know, or that people just in general. I mean, vacation isn't just about, you know, memories and spending time. It's about unplugging from your life and relaxing and recharging, you know, and getting away. People need that break. They need that, you know, that respite from their life. And, you know, and cruising, I feel so passionate and I feel so strongly about how fantastic a vacation cruising is. And to see things like this, it's so disappointing to me. So
Yep.
that's the end of the rant. I'm sorry to be
No, I
ranting about
mean,
that so early in
I
the
see your
morning,
point
but
because even when I hear these guys talking about, oh, I paid 2,100, I paid 2,600 for two people, I'm like, I feel it. I feel the pain. I'm like, I can't afford that.
yes, right.
1,500
So,
to me, I'm barely making it. To go on a cruise.
right.
But
Yeah,
that's why I have to space it out and see what I'm getting myself into.
right.
I don't make that much.
Right,
I'm
right. I
under
mean,
disability, so
yes. I
when I
mean,
hear
so
people
when
talking
I
about,
yeah, I know. So when I look at stuff, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Remember, like, and for somebody like me, like, I don't have to fly to that ship.
oh
Okay.
yeah,
It's about a 2.5 hour drive for me to
yeah,
get to that port, right? And that's a Royal Caribbean only port at the
mhm,
moment. So it's right across it means Bayonne, New Jersey. So Cape Liberty is what they call it. So it's literally right across the river from New York City. So um, and I was on that ship last May, um, and both my wife and I were on it in a balcony for like $1,500 for a 7-day cruise. And now here it is a year and a couple of months later, and it's $5,000. Like,
yep, yeah. $5,000 buys me a car that I
yeah,
need here.
right, right. It's
And I
just
keep it.
insane. So, like I said, I'm very grateful that I was able to get that travel agent rate, and that it was so much lower so that I can go on that cruise and I can enjoy myself and I can bring vlogs to my channel
Yes.
from that cruise. At the same time, it's very disappointing knowing that that somebody would have to pay that or not be able to go on vacation because they simply just can't afford it. And I really hope that something breaks, something gives here really soon in it. And again, I say that against my own best interest, right? Because um, you know, I, less bookings means less money for me or whatever, or lower fares
Yeah.
means less commission for me. I'm completely fine with that if it means that more people can go on a cruise. So,
There's always a principle. No matter how you look at things. Hasselbeck says here, the most will pay for a cruise nothing above 1,500 or 1,700. We are on a budget, and I am too.
yeah,
Alice is more flexible when it comes to cruising. When she books a cruise, I let her do her thing. When I book a cruise, this is the book cruise now coming up in October. That's my own my first ever my own booking that I'm doing as a couple.
right.
Back in the days, back in the 80s and 90s, I used to book all the time. It's a lot less money back then. And now to get into these bigger ships, I have to be very aware of what I'm getting myself into, because
Of
then
course.
comes the gratuities, the port charges, the drive-in if we drive to the port, the
Hmm.
parking for the car, the night before staying at a hotel, the meals that we're getting in the way. We're talking, and it could easily come up to 17, 1800 easily.
Right. Right.
So that's why I have to be very careful what I get myself into. So,
Right.
and Mike Arena here says for a single person to pay 5,000 to go on a cruise is definitely insane, and then you have to factor in the flight, hotel. That is a lot for a single person.
Yeah. Right.
Unfortunately, there's some people that are able to afford it, and if they keep doing this, the cruise companies will keep up them prices. So,
Yep.
the less that must have. I hope it's a glitch. It better be a glitch because I could see a price like that on the Utopia or the Icon, but in a lower ship, a smaller, or older ship, I just don't. I
Yeah,
can.
unfortunately it's not, because like I said, I had a couple, I had a mother contact me, just a couple of weeks ago, and her husband and their two children want to go on a cruise this summer, and I ran all the numbers on all the ships from all the Northeast ports. And again, like Oasis for them to sail in July was $8,000. And you have to remember that, and this was, of course, weeks ago, it was $8,000. And of course, the second and the third person is always significantly less. And when I say significantly less, I mean like a fraction, right? Probably like, if let's say you take that $5,000 and you split it in half. So let's say it's $2,500 for the first two adults. A third person in that same cabin is probably only like maybe 1,000, right? Or 700 maybe, or something like that. It's usually very, very cheap, a lot cheaper on that. So, but yeah, so it was $8,000 for that family to sail in July on the same ship from the same port. It was $5,200 for them to sail on Carnival Legend from Baltimore in an interior cabin, where the third and fourth person is significantly less money. So it's really not a glitch. It really is the insanity that has come to cruise pricing. And it's really, like I said, it's really upsetting me. It's really difficult for me to look at that. And, additionally, I just had to quote some cruise prices for, I had to quote some cruise prices to a personal friend of mine who's looking to go on a cruise in January or February of 2024. And I had to quote those out and I quoted them both out on Anthem of the Seas from Bayonne, as well as Wonder of the Seas in Orlando or in Port Canaveral. And I just did that yesterday after the show. And after yesterday's show, and those prices for January and February of 24 were very similar. So for instance, a balcony cabin on an 8-day cruise on the Anthem of the Seas, was going to, for two adults, is about $6,900. And then of course on Wonder it was a little bit less. It was about $4,300 to take a 7-day cruise on Wonder. And then I quoted some all-inclusive resorts to them as well on in Aruba. But the email I got back from them was, it looks like it might actually be cheaper for us to sail from Bayonne, simply because they were still coming in around $5,000 on Wonder in January and February of 24, but then they would have to fly.
Yeah.
And they would need transportation and everything else. So it really isn't a glitch. And that really is the prices, even for cruises as far out from now as January and February of 2024. So it really is, it really is the reality. And of course that was on Royal Caribbean as well. So, again, I guess we could sit here and just beat this horse to death for the entire hour, but I definitely just wanted to share that. It's concerning to me. It's upsetting to me. And I hope something gives soon so that more people can, get back to cruising.
That's right. Yeah. Little by little, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And Oracle, why are we always going live? Because we have people to entertain, and then this is one way to keep you all informed of cruising, especially the news and what's going on, new offers. If you're a cruiser, you know what I'm talking about. You like to be on the know of what's happening, and you're always looking for offers. You want to meet the person that is talking to you. That's why we go live, so you could see us. You get to know that we have a business going, like Scott here. He's a travel agent. You need travel information, he'll be able to supply that to you. I need travel information, I go to him. I get my information through him, and I could give it back out to everyone. That's why we do these lives every morning, Monday through Friday. So you are entertained when it comes to cruising and traveling news. I do a lot of stuff around the state that I'm in also, and I'd include a few other things. Scout here has a lot of stuff to do with traveling and cruising. So if any information that you need, you feel free to contact and find out whatever you need to know about cruising and news. And other than that, it keep us busy, keep us looking good.
So, and I apologize to everyone for burning so much time on that, but again, it's
No
just
problemo. It's
the
taken care of. Yes.
yeah, it does kind of burn me.
Yeah,
So.
with a price like that, you have no idea what might be coming to. So at least that's a warm up. So what could be happening?
Mhm.
Other than that, let me go ahead and say some of the stuff that happened on today that we're thinking about. Back in 2007, the bald eagle was removed from the U.S. list of endangered and threatened species. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
In 1997, in a boxing match for the heavyweight title, Mike Tyson was disqualified after he twice bit Evander Holyfield's ears. As a result of the infraction, he temporarily lost his boxing license. Well, stuff happens. And since we're in the month of Pride, back in 1969, a series of violent confrontations between police and gay-related activities began outside the Stonewall in a gay bar in New York City. The riots helped launch an international gay rights movement. This is in New York City, near Lexington Avenue on the Upper East Side. And I used to work at the Container Store on 58 in Lexington, very near this place. And it was always a quiet place. So whatever happened in conversations back in 1969 and things, move along. So this is one thing why we this month is Happy Pride Day. And besides that, back in 1889, Maria Mitchell, the first professional female astronomer in the United States, died at the age of 70. So that's some of the stuff that happened back in many, many years ago, and a day like today. So I hope everybody got a little bit more info on today's. And by the way, talking about info, if you have any cruise news, please go ahead and let's talk about those.
Cruise news.
Today.
Multiple agencies to simulate cruise ship disaster for drill. Multiple agencies will participate in an emergency drill and mass casualty simulation in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina, today, Wednesday, June 28th. The scenario is as if a cruise ship were to be struck by a supply vessel in the harbor, and it would be necessary to evacuate approximately 100 people from the vessel. Simultaneously, victims will be portrayed in the water to further test emergency procedures and responses. There are no cruise ships scheduled for Port of Charleston on Wednesday, though Carnival Sunshine is currently home ported from the city, and TUI Cruises' Marella Discovery visits the port regularly. The purpose of the drill is to test mass casualty and mass rescue response efforts and to promote effective coordination and communication between response agencies during a large-scale maritime emergency. The type of drill, which is similar to earthquake and hurricane drills, have been arranged in the past and is designed to test and validate existing emergency response protocols and expose any potential gaps in contingency plans in order to refine response plans for more efficiency and effectiveness. Overall, more than 120 people will participate in the drill, which will be conducted in public areas for greater realism and include role-playing of injuries and triage situations.
Nice.
That's very interesting that it would kind of come on the heels of the Port of Miami incident. So hopefully they, are able to learn something from it. Moving on, Virgin Voyages launches new personal JLo AI cruise invitation. So it says here, Virgin Voyages, the cruise line founded by British mogul Richard Branson, on June 27th, launched a campaign aimed to attracting celebration and special event-motivated groups to get on board. The promotion features Lopez, who in 2022, forged the celebrity partnership with Virgin Voyages that placed her in the center of onboard fun and adventure. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, pre-wedding gatherings, divorce parties, and other milestones often are the focus of celebrations at sea. With Virgin Voyage's new Gen AI, would-be cruisers can visit the cruise line's website, click the Curate Your Voyage link on the homepage, and then answer a few questions such as what they would like to celebrate, where they would like to travel, and who they want to sail with. After that, the personalized invite with Lopez's likeness will be emailed to the intended guests. It says here, this extraordinary company was founded on the idea of connecting people and celebrating all of life's special moments. We want to be the ultimate choice for any kind of celebration travel. And let's be honest, who can say no to Jennifer? So Jennifer then says, it's so important to me that we stop and take time to celebrate special moments in our lives and encourage others to do the same. If the last few years has taught us anything, it's how important it is to cherish life's special moments with your inner circle. So it's very interesting. So, and of course, I think there's like a simulated YouTube, invite or whatever from the Gen AI at Virgin Voyage's YouTube channel, which, you're free to go and check out. So it looks like it. I watch it. It's pretty cool. So it's kind of personalized. AI has come a long way. So yeah, it's a good marketing thing for sure, at least for Virgin. So. And then finally, the last cruise story I have for the day is Carnival Cruise Lines developing even more menu changes.
Oh, my Lord.
So Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Heald has announced that a new vegan menu will be coming to the popular cruise line's main dining room with plant-based options for every meal. These distinct menus are likely to offer a variety of more expansive dining options in addition to vegetarian options already available.
Cool.
Something special is coming, says John Held on his Facebook page. We are designing distinct vegan menus for breakfast, brunch, and dinner. The menu details are still being finalized, but Heald does say that they will be coming soon. There is no indication as to whether or not the menus will be introduced slowly on individual ships or if they'll be rolled out fleet-wide more quickly, and no date for the new menus has appeared in the announcement. The revelation comes as Held has attempted to work with unhappy travelers who claim Carnival is being discriminatory by not including more plant-based options on its menu. It must be noted, however, that the cruise line has offered vegetarian options for many years, as well as extensive salad bars, fruits, and vegetables for guests to enjoy. Now, here comes the interesting part, and I did not necessarily understand this kind of distinction to this level myself. So it says here, vegetarian or vegan. Vegetarians and vegan dietary options, while similar, are not precisely the same. Vegetarians do not eat animal flesh, which includes poultry, fish, beef, or any other kinds of meat. But vegetarian diets often include some animal-based products such as dairy, eggs, or honey. Vegan diets are typically more strict and avoid any animal-based products, being completely plant-based. Different individuals often adapt their specific dietary choices based on their nutritional needs, health concerns, or personal beliefs. Some vegetarians, for example, avoid dairy but will eat eggs, while others may only eat meat of one type, such as fish or chicken. Many vegetarian menu items may still include animal derived products such as honey used as a sweetener, cheese as a topping, or even butter for cooking, and therefore would not qualify as vegan. So, very interesting.
Wow, that's one thing I
So,
just learned today.
yeah, so that's it for the news.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. And talking about news, there's five channels that I would like to talk about this morning, and hopefully give them a little bit of promotion. So, first of all, we're gonna go with Home Bartending with John. He's currently at 396 subscribers with 152 videos. I haven't seen him in about a week, so I'm hoping he's doing well. That hopefully he's getting now he's busy with work or whatever he's doing, and he was usually coming around in different chats, but I haven't seen him in a while. The same thing with Yellow Shirt Dad. I haven't seen him in a while, but once in a blue moon, when I go to a different chats during the evening, I get to see him there. So
Mm, okay.
please check out Mr. Home Bartending with John.
Mhm.
396 subscribers that he's on right now.
I was actually thinking about him the other day. I thought, where's he been?
That's right. That's
Yep.
that's that's what I mean. Yeah. Another group of creator is Two Old Farts. Yes, you heard me right. Two Old Farts, and it's spelled with PH, not the other letter. Okay. I got to meet them on the bloggers cruise back in January. Great people, great couple, and other couple. They do try to do what they can, filming and bringing us their adventure. They are sitting at 201 subscribers with 73 videos. They do pop once in a blue moon. They come out with some new video or something going on. If you get a chance, go check them out. Two All Farts.
Hmm.
Then after that, another group of creators that I met also on the bloggers cruise, and they are from California. Jax Travels, Jay and Gail. They are sitting at 73 subscribers right now with four videos. They had a great channel before, and they got themselves in a little bit of trouble with YouTube, and their channel got compromised, and they're working it out. Finally, they got their cruising channel back again, and they're back at it. They are relocated back in California again, and it's a great guy to talk to. Jay is tremendously funny. I like hanging out with him and talking to him about his channel. So please check him out when you get a chance. And of course, after that, we're gonna go with Bama Nola Lawn Adventures. This guy is working it out, working out there. As Howard he said, he does a lot of lawn work, which I get to see, I get to watch. He's currently sitting at 539 subscribers with 400 videos. He's moving along pretty nicely. He hasn't put not too many videos lately. It's very warm where he's at, and we rather safety than than going out there to film something. You could always film tomorrow. So I hope he's drinking his water, keeping busy, keeping hydrated. Please check him out when you get a chance. And last but not least, I'm giving kudos to my nephew. His channel is Auto Enthusiastic. It has to do with BMW. He has a couple shorts and a couple videos already put up. He has 22 subscribers with four videos. One of his daughters is who got me into this business, and I'm very grateful to her for being 14 years old and kicking me in the behind to get me going. And she got me involved in this stuff. So when you get a chance, go check out my nephew's channel. Give him some support if you can. If you're into cars, especially BMW, he works at a dealership in the city of Union City, which is south of the airport here in Atlanta. You could go by and check him out. Check out the new cars. he'd be happy to give you a test drive and all that. He's in charge of the leasing program there. So
Hmm.
give him a call. Tell him I send you. Tell him Eddie Lugo send you, and he could get together with you guys. Hello, Will. Hello, Alice. Alice is in the house also.
Or they could probably tell your nephew that Alice Lugo Studios sent them as well, right?
I guess so. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Mister. She's loving it. I bet you she's laughing right now,
I
saying,
bet so.
nah, nah, nah." She's getting on my case. She's gonna. Oh my God! Every time somebody says, "Oh, the better half of the logo," I'm like, you bust out. Let's see, LOL.
Yep.
You bust out laughing like there's no tomorrow. I gotta come up with a logo and put her in some of the videos. Some of the videos she does, like
Yeah.
The fountain out of La Guardia. That was her. She filmed all three. I made 3 shorts out of it, and I think I put in association with the Alice Lugo Studios.
Gotcha.
So yeah, to give her some.
Yeah, that's
some
great.
pep.
I mean, my wife and I still talk about how amazing you two were on the Love and Marriage show. Like, just extraordinary. So,
We kick butt.
yeah. Yep.
That was pretty cool, man. I'm hoping that he'll do a show where the 4 top that came up, he'll make a show of those 4. I'm looking
Hey,
for.
yeah,
I
kind of
gotta
like,
let him know.
champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On deck we see CB was the first one. Then we got the second one, the third one, the fourth, and then he should do like a compromise of all 4 top couples and see what happens. Hey,
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
you guys will get to learn something new.
Yep.
Hi, Denise. Denise is saying hello to Alice. And let me be quiet. Hey, Will. Both Wills were here. Very good, very nice to have you guys here. Thank you for coming in. Oh my lord, it's just incredible how things do happen. But I am definitely looking forward to our next cruise, which is in October now. Of course, you have one in August. Lucky you.
Yes.
But ours is not till October 29. Bone Tire Charters will be there. CME, the Moonlight Adventures, a bunch of other creators. Bruce will be there also. Us, we're going to be there. Bill from One Strand Adventures is going to be there too. Who else? The Nutty Man Cruise Blogs. I believe that Cruise Bed will also be there. And Jeremy and Cheryl are going to be there too. It's gonna be a hectic cruise, so definitely looking forward to it.
I'm definitely getting on that cruise. I just have not booked it yet, but I'm not going to procrastinate much longer. So, maybe in one of these upcoming shows or whatever, I'm going to have a booking confirmation to show everybody.
Cool. Looking forward to it, sir.
Yeah.
SCT will be there too. Who else? Anybody else you could think of, Denise? Of course, Bone Tire Charles will be there, and she's gonna be in charge of the morning quickie. Oh, Johnny with the Gingers, yes, that is right. Johnny with the Gingers will also be there. What's his name? Rob from Cruising Travel on the High Seas, something like that. He's gonna be there also. Who else? Larry might show up too. Larry from Plum Travelers might pop in there too. I mean,
I don't know. Where are we all going to fit on that little ship?
You're talking about October next year?
Yeah,
we're taking over.
Yeah, it's gonna be like like a private, almost like a private charter.
Yeah, that's what I like. That it's a smaller ship too, because this way, I mean, of course, it's less things to do. But at the same time, we get to be more together. We get to know more each other, and then we'll get to whatever we end up doing. We're gonna do it together. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to go down to Florida and
Mm.
hang out in Tampa, and a couple days before. Hopefully we get to go to a park or something. I got friends in Orlando, and since I'm driving down, might as well I might just go over and hang out with them. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a good
Yeah, it's only about
thing.
I think it's about an hour and a half or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that or
it's
whatever.
not
Yeah.
too far,
Yeah.
and save some money on hotel. That sounds like a good idea. Ha ha ha! Who knows? I might end up to be able to leave my car there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there
now
you
you got me
go.
thinking. Bada
Yeah,
bing, bada
right.
boom. All right.
Exactly. Exactly. So
You hopefully go to one of the parks or something and do something crazy out there and see what happens. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So don't forget October 28, 2024
Mm,
on the Carnival Paradise. Living out of Tampa, Florida. Coming up next year will be on wait, you're here somewhere. Boom! On this little ship. Yes, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be excellent. We're gonna have a good time. And definitely I'll be doing this live from there every morning. Hopefully, if the Wi-Fi helps me and if I'm able to get up early in the morning, I'm hoping to go live and then 9 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully, I get the right time, so we go get together and do our morning show also. Uh, you better be there. Oh,
I will be. I will be. I will be.
he can't
So
make it this year, but next year, yes.
with
Next year he has
sunglasses
screen time.
on. Yeah, this year I really tried to make this year's booze cruise, but I am getting off of the Wonder of the Seas the day that it leaves, and it's just impossible for me to get from Port Canaveral, Florida to New Orleans within a couple of hours, coming off of a ship, flying out and it's just impossible to do. So I just cannot do it. So,
The only way I think you will do it if you have your own little plane waiting for you outside of Port Canaveral, where you jump in and fly you right
exactly.
over.
Exactly. Which,
And no, for
isn't
that
happening.
extent, you could go in 22 cruises.
Exactly.
Go beyond on the Wonder. So it's gonna be extremely high. So no, nope.
Hmm.
No, it's not gonna be a good deal. No. I
And I
mean,
do have a lot. I do have a few. Like I said, I'm going to be in Bayonne now in August. So I was trying really hard to find another cruise before the ones that I already had on the books. And I was lucky enough to find that one. So I'm really grateful for that. But I'm also going to be on Maravilla in January and February of 2024.
yeah.
So, and I have another Maravilla cruise optioned for early December. I'm not 100% sure. It's a lot of sailings on Maravilla. Not that a cruise is not a cruise no matter what. But it's just a lot of time on the same ship going to the same places. So I would like to kind of vary it up a little bit. So I don't think I'll probably end up doing that one, but it did have an option. So
That's right. Very good. Well, sorry, sorry that you can make it on this one, because this one's gonna be fun. But we'll do our best to make it even better next year.
Oh yeah.
Especially we have some X-Spin in it. We're gonna have a ball, man. I can't wait for that costume contest, and
I
it's
know.
just gonna be great.
Yep.
I'm
I
telling you,
know.
we have.
I don't ever dress up, but I might have to actually do a costume that one time but I never do it ever. So,
We don't. Me and Alice, we don't celebrate Halloween either.
yeah.
But we have two costumes for this year, so definitely we'll have one for next year. Even though it's gonna be a losing battle, I'm telling you.
Mhm.
But we're definitely gonna be bringing something. I am bringing a bag of chocolates
Mm.
to give out, and I'm definitely gonna have some candy for me because I love chocolate.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
dark chocolate. I'll take that stuff very dearly to my heart.
See, I do not like dark chocolate at all, but boy, my wife loves it.
Me too. So
So
don't worry
she
about it.
always says to me, she's like, you know what? I never have to worry about you stealing my chocolate.
That's
I'm like,
right.
you're right, you don't.
Alice eats it once in a while. She might get a piece of dark chocolate once in a while, but
Yeah,
just like that, usually when there's a dark chocolate in mix, boom,
right.
she uh, can be mods. I'm not gonna get involved in that right now, but whatchamacallit, I definitely love to eat some candy. I mean, we're out of candy right now. I need to get some, because I know we have some um, that German candy kit something Kinder. We have that here, and uh, I get to eat it once in a while. It has that hazelnut cream in it. It's pretty good. So, by the way, let's go. Let's go with your question of the day.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of a terrible question in light of how we began the live today, isn't it? Oh man, maybe I should have rethought that one, right?
Oh well.
Yeah, but so my answer is I take a lot of cruises, right? I always have taken a lot of cruises, and certainly in the last couple of years, I've taken more. So right now, it's looking to be about the same for me. But with that said, the same for me is most definitely more than most people in my experience. I take more cruises than the average person does. So with that, like I said, with that said, it's probably going to be around the same number of cruises for me, which is typically one, possibly two a month.
Cool,
So
cool, cool. Well, unfortunately, I could only cruise twice a year. Uh, I don't. Some blessing or something happened that Alice went ahead and surprised me with a third cruise for next year in 2024. So I'll be sailing more. So we
that's
got three
awesome.
cruises next year, which I'm definitely looking forward to. We have the one this year in October, and then in January 2024 for my birthday. I love it because we're gonna be on the NCL Prima. It's a ship that since the design came out back in 2018, I fell in love with it. I want to be in it real bad. I got to see the ship in Cozumel back in February. I got to
Hmm.
look at it. Almost, I was hoping to reach to it and touch it, but it was too far, a couple feet away from from the thing for me to
Right.
touch it. So I didn't want to get in trouble, and I did took a lot of pictures with it. So definitely looking forward to be in it next January to celebrate my birthday, and Cruz Ben will be also be there celebrating his 50, his half a century with us. So we should be having a good time. Then in June for our wedding anniversary, June 2nd, our wedding anniversary is June 3rd, but June 2nd we'll be sailing out of Bayonne on the one of the celebrity cruises. And that cruise came out of nowhere. So it's a nice surprise, even though we don't cruise during the summer. But I mean, she said that it was surprised that she couldn't pass up. And for her to do that, it has to be a great price. So I'm glad she got it. It was a very nice surprise. And then we have our third in October with the Boost Cruise Secret, Boost Cruise 2.0, which will be out of Tampa.
Hmm.
We are already looking into 2025. I know I'm looking forward to do the 3.0 for 2025. When, I'm not sure yet. Maybe sometime in October again,
Hmm.
November, depending on where we're going. I really want to go Eastern Caribbean somewhere. I haven't been to the ABC Islands yet. On the Celebrity Cruise, we're going to Bermuda for 3 days. Spend three
Yeah.
days here, 2 days sailing to it, 3 days in Bermuda, 2 days sailing back. That's
Yep.
what I've been trying to do that cruise. That's why when she found it, she found a great price on it, and boom, I'm taking it. So I'm glad that she's doing it. And then the boost cruise in October. So
Hmm.
we are looking in 2025 for the 3.0, and also there is a cruise, a rock and roll cruise that one of our friends is working on it right now. Once we get more, I find out more details about it. It's going to be four tribute bands. I believe it's going to be out of somewhere in Florida, leaving off to go to the Eastern Caribbean. It will probably be on a Royal Caribbean ship, so it could be either Port Canaveral or Miami, since it's one of the big Oasis Royal Caribbean cruises. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But once I find out more information about it, more details, and things are more concrete, from the producer here that he's taking care of business, doing his thing. We bring it to you so we can promote it, and you can start looking at it and do some bookings. It's gonna be rock music, 80s and 90s band that are still around, but it's gonna be tributes to them. So definitely looking forward to that.
Mhm.
And Mike Arena says ABC Islands will be cool to do. Yes, I am looking forward to that. I haven't been to those. Me and Alice haven't been to those islands yet. Same thing with Dominican Republic. Never been to Dominican Republic
Oh
yet,
wow.
even though I was born in an island next to it, but I've never been to it. I'm taking Jamaica and Grand Cayman this year. So even though we're going back to Cozumel, I just didn't want to go back to the Western Caribbean again. I want to leave space in between. It's like the same thing with Nassau and the Bahamas. I just been going to that too much.
Hmm.
Also, the rock and roll tribute cruise will be a fundraiser for Helping Hands for Cruising. That's even better.
Right. Right.
He said that's going to be a great support for them also. So once things are more concrete, more based, a strong base on it, we'll definitely be working on that. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Hmm.
So 2024 is looking good for me. 2025 is going to be even better. The My channel is picking up, so hopefully I'll be able to make the funds to continue doing more one or two more cruises a year, so I can bring more content and keep you guys informed of what's going on out there. I need to be more into the handicap side of the ship, so I could bring some more of the content on that. North Crow's Nest does it already, and Chile Falls also does the handicap side of it. But I want to do some more. Like when it comes to the racetrack and stuff like that, I get in it. I mean, I'm able to get up from my walker here, and I'm able to hop on that thing, even if I'm in pain. I want to have fun. I'm on
Hmm.
vacation. I want to take care of business, and should have more info soon. Yes, and as soon as he has more info, I'll have more info, and we'll definitely be bringing that out. That's why we're doing the mobile cruise ports I haven't been to: Mahogany Bay, Belize, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. I like
Hmm.
Costa Maya. It was fun. Last time we were there, we're gonna go back there in January. We're going back to Cozumel this year. Cozumel, the last time we were there, it was very overcast and very humid.
Hmm.
The moment we crossed that avenue to go into the small port there, we took around, we walked around, we got a few souvenirs, stuff like that, and it kept getting darker. And I said to Alice, we need to go back to the ship. There's nothing else we could do out here. So she ended up buying a few more things, and we hopped back in one of those trifecta things that they had, bikes, got back to the ship, and the moment we walked into that ship, boom,
Yeah.
wore down like crazy, man. It was
Right.
it was coming, man, and that thing came down heavily. So I'm glad we were back in the ship, and it made it a little nicer. Being back
Mhm.
in there, it was safer and all that. But
Mhm.
this time, we're gonna go to one of the resorts in Cozumel, so it should be fun. It should be. I think most of the group is gonna go there, so we definitely have a lot of fun.
So that's
Um,
Paradise Beach, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a journey cruise is on Valor, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. Okay.
Hmm.
See, we're gonna. That's why we're going in January. On the Prima, we're gonna go back to Costa Maya, Roatan, Belize, and Cozumel. The same four ports that we went with the Breakaway back in January. So it'll be like a year later. So I want to space them out in between and go to different ports.
Hmm.
But I do want to hit the Eastern Caribbean again. I will not mind going back to Puerto Rico. Any chance I get to go to PR is very welcome. It's my homeland, so I would like to go there as much as possible. And if it's included on the ship, might as well. This way, I save
Yeah.
from from travel, renting a car, and going all over the place, visiting family, stuff like that. I haven't done it in a while, but it's just I'd rather just go on the cruise and meet some people there and see what happens. And I enjoy some of the culinary stuff that they make in Puerto Rico. By the way, let me go ahead and give the today's lineup. Following us at 10 o'clock in the morning will be the Z Show Cruise Fun, 10 a.m. Eastern. Roy and Becky's Travels at 1 p.m. The C Show Cruise Fun and Home Theater Show at 3 p.m. Eastern again. Sherry Awesome Sunsets will be tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. The Astute Tourist usually is on at 6 p.m., but apparently he has some other things to do today, and he was on this morning. So if you missed it, you can always do replay. 7 p.m. Eastern is Ednet's World. 7:30 p.m. at premiere by the Traveling Gilberts. G&G Explorers live with Mountain Folk Fred and Full Blown Country will be at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern. MT Homestead 9 p.m. Eastern. Griswold Family Backache Trivia tonight at 9:25 Eastern, and I'll probably be there tonight. And also running up the night at 10 p.m. tonight, the Barnyard Farmhouse, 10 p.m. tonight Eastern time zones. So please be on the lookout for those times, and keep yourself going on with some other stuff throughout the day. So very good. Travis T.
So I'm just curious about something. Maybe I shouldn't ask it here or whatever, but why is Ross green with a special symbol next to his name in the chat?
Oh, because thank you for asking. He is a member of. He joined. Yes, he joined my channel this morning. So now I have two members, which is Lolita's blog from the Philippines. She came over this morning and she hit it. She have no asking or nothing. She boom right in it. And then Orange Cone blog follow. So they are both members of the ELS crew, the morning quickie crew. So we'll be
That's awesome.
yeah. Well, thank you for asking. Yes, it's a small small token amount, and it helps me gratefully on the channel. It gets me going forward and investing more into this channel because I've been investing like crazy lately. So it's paying off. It's paying off.
Mhm.
It's the channel is slowly growing and it's moving forward, which is a good thing. There've been times where I just too busy with other things and
Mhm.
life gets in the way, and my health has been an issue for me for the last few years. But somehow it gets me moving and support like this, man. You cannot deny it. So I'm very grateful to Lolita and very grateful to Ross. Ross been excellent, above and beyond. A great supporter, number one in my book. So I appreciate what he's been doing, and he's bringing me along for his cruise. Also, he wants me to promote it, and I will definitely help out. I'll try. I'm
Mhm.
gonna promote it as much as I can. I want him to be successful and sell out the thing. And if it goes well, he'll definitely have a second one for the following year. So definitely. And by the way, he's also the captain of the SS Pineapple,
Yep.
and we fly under the flag of Dole per Eddie. You got that right.
That's what I was laughing at when in the chat here.
So definitely, he's in command of that stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Uh, not Jack X, still using my phone, not on computer. Okay, hey, then it's no problem. And I got a funny feeling that this might become my third member. So we'll see. We'll see what happens
Mm.
with that.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. So, do you have anything else going on today, sir?
Nope, just more travel agent stuff, and
Good, good.
it's kind of overcasted today, so I might take the advantage and mow the grass. So,
Ooh, talking about Mother Earth, I got to do it too, but I'm gonna do it on the weekend.
mhm.
Hopefully, if it rains, I hope it rains today, tomorrow, and by Friday, and then Sunday. Saturday will be a nice sunny day. So hopefully in the afternoon, I could hop on my pineapple hat, jump on the pineapple machine, put some gas in it, and go cut it. It'd be
Well,
about
so like my grass has a lot of clover in it right now. And, real quick, not to go down a super long rabbit hole, but I am a beekeeper,
oh, okay.
but I don't have any bees right now because my draconian local government made me get rid of them. So I don't have any bees right now, but I did keep bees for a few years and I love it and I enjoy it. And it's one of my favorite things to do. It's actually a part of me and who I am.
Yeah,
So, and I've tried to keep the clover out there as long as possible so that the bees can come. And I've been out observing the girls hard at work, moving from flower to flower, gathering nectar and pollen. So I try to support them. In fact, sometimes beekeepers actually have signs in their front yards that say, "Don't mind our weeds, we're feeding the bees." So that's what I've been trying to do by leaving that out there, but unfortunately, I can't leave it there forever. So,
yeah, yeah.
so the bees will have to find somewhere else.
There's always Georgia. Just saying, closer to the ports. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
just saying. There's a lot of beekeeper houses around here, farms.
yeah.
I live in the town of Chad Hills here in Georgia. And as you drive down one of the main roads, you see those little white boxes everywhere. So they do a lot of that around here. They're very serious when it comes to that. Yeah, yes, and he's serious too. Yeah,
Yep. Yep. They sent me a letter out of nowhere and said you have 5 days to get rid of your bees, and I had 7 colonies at that time, so it was very unfortunate. But that's not that's not why I'm here to talk about. So yeah, so I'm not going to talk anymore about that. But definitely, definitely enjoy beekeeping. It's one of my favorite things to do. It actually is part of me, and I can't wait to find the opportunity to find the space to get back to it as soon as possible.
very good. And Ross says, so all I can say about the group cruise, tentatively is February 2025, Port Canaveral and Oasis class ship. We got 1,000 rooms blocked, just waiting on pricing and final band confirmations. Holy mama, that's gonna be huge, 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 huge. Definitely excellent work, my man. Excellent work. So we're looking forward. At least I am looking forward to it. The four bands that he mentioned to me, they're four bands that I follow. That I would love to see. Even though it's a tribute band, but still, it'd be a very nice thing to do. Are you doing that ice got highly allergic to bees? Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't know honey was not part of the vegetarian diet.
Because it derives from
An animal.
like a creature,
Yeah, yeah.
something that's living. So, but yeah, so
Hmm.
honey, bees have what they call a honey gut, which
Yeah,
is kind of a separate stomach than what they use for energy
yeah.
and stuff like that or whatever. And that's where they store the nectar. They mix it with enzymes and then, for all intents and purposes, spit it back out into the cell, and then bees sit on the cells and fan them until enough of the moisture has evaporated, until it's less than 20% moisture, and then that's when it becomes honey.
It's
And then
incredible.
that's when they cap it with wax to keep it until they need it for later fuel, later food. So, but yeah, so that's why it's not vegan, because it's made by
It's
an
like
animal.
Ross says here, bean diets are made of steak. Yeah, that's why when I get on a cruise ship, all I eat steak, steak, steak. I don't care how you have it. You got steak in the menu. bring it. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Maybe a chicken on the side or shrimp or whatever, but there's steak. That's what I'm having. Steak,
Mhm.
steak, steak. I'm a
Mhm.
carnivore when it comes to cruising. I'm telling you, every night that's what I have. Steak. In the morning, it's a ham and cheese omelet. Sometimes, unless they have a Cuban sandwich or something, then I'm gonna be changing things. But usually on NCL, it's usually a nice ham and cheese omelet, hash browns, a toast on the side, a bagel toasted with butter, and my quickie. And I'm good for the day. Then that evening when we go to a restaurant, steak. It's the first thing. Sometimes I don't even look at the menu. Whatever steak, I just go steak.
Yeah.
What would you like with it? Whatever you want to give me, I don't care. Just bring me the steak.
Yeah.
Give me two.
Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna munch on both. Turn that stuff down big time. Well,
Yeah.
guys, we have come to a final selection of today's show. I thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. All 13 of you, I appreciate you taking the time to come over and hang out with us. Hopefully, our main host will be here back tomorrow. They took a day off today to get themselves mentally, physically back to reality in Texas after spending a whole nice gorgeous week in New York City, hanging out in Manhattan. So hopefully they'll be good and ready to go tomorrow morning. Otherwise, you'll see me and Scott again. So we'll
Yep.
see what happens. And we'll see how the day goes. Everybody have a great day, blessed day. Enjoy your hub day. Stay out of trouble because I ain't got no money for bail. So you know what I'm saying.